Hello, my wonderful friends. It's your friend Moonhorse here. Yet again. I rhymed. It's time for more Neckbeard stories. From Reddit user Mango Machavia. Hey, Mango, I know you. It's baby's first neckbeard. Oh dear. Hi there, Moonhorse.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
I'm a pretty recent subscriber who has now gotten into the habit of binging a lot of your videos, sometimes using as background music when I study. Well, thank you. And I've never used Reddit before, so please forgive my horrible formatting, O benevolent gods. I decided to share one of my many experiences with the neckbeard kind. I suppose I should probably introduce the cast. Myself, you guessed it, me. I'm about 5'2", a bit on the heavier side, but I'm working on it. Long brown, almost black hair, and dark brown eyes. I was 16 at the time, but I'm 18 this year, and 19 in November. I have a disability that causes the left side of my body to become partially paralyzed, and this is important later on. Adele, my male friend, who is the gayest of gays and obsessed with, well, Adele. He's freakishly tall, has grayish blue eyes, and semi-long brown hair that he usually keeps tied up in a man bun. Rage, my other friend, who I'm pretty sure is just made of pure unchecked aggression. She treats me well, though, and I love her. She's a few inches taller than me, with dirty blonde hair and blue eyes. Rose, the precious 1-year-old that I babysit regularly. She is the light of my life, and I'm glad I get to babysit her. She has brown eyes, but bright blonde hair. She's a towhead that'll end up with brown hair when she gets older. Deadbeard. Oh. The beard in our story, and you'll see why I decided to call him this. This all started about a year or two ago. I was around 16, extremely naive about love. I grew up on a high school musical and thought that love would just be as magical. Still haven't really found it. Anyway, it was around the middle of May, and I was hanging out with Adele and Rage, and Adele was telling me about his most recent drama with his frenemy, who Rage and I weren't too fond of to begin with. We both half listened to him talk until I got a call from my boss asking if I could watch Rose for the day. Now, I love kids. I've been babysitting since I was 12 after getting my certification for first aid and CPR. Rose, by far, was my favorite child. She was so well behaved, full of giggles and happy babbles. I had been teaching her some basic sign language since she was about 7 months old so that she could tell me what she needed and I didn't have to decode cries. Since it was hot out, I bought some ice cream for us to share while we spent the day at the lake. She enjoyed playing in the water and in the sand, only turning her head to take a bite of ice cream or to show me a handful of sand. I sat with her under an umbrella to keep her from getting overheated, and we finished the ice cream. I get up, had Rose on my hip, and I went to throw away the ice cream container. Once we were back in the shade was when I smelled something truly rancid. At first I thought it was Rose, who possibly had soiled herself. I knew I had changed her, so I looked around to see if it was another family, another infant, but no, it was something much worse. This hulking figure of a man lumbered towards Rose and I. I wasn't sure if the sheen on his body was from the lake, and I soon found out that it was just the sweat and the smell of BO that I think was amplified by the fact that he didn't have a shirt on and his swimsuit looked a little too tight for him. He had a patchy, dirty blonde neckbeard, and his hair was in a strange rat tail style. Oh. I tried not to make direct eye contact and played with Rose, but he walked over to us and gave a bit of a sly smile.
My, aren't you a fine female? So natural at your job as a caretaker.
Ew! I'm shocked that someone's actually talking like this. Excuse me? I managed to stutter out, trying to take all this in. I moved Rose on the other side of me. He sat maybe a foot away from me and smirked.
I'm just referring to you and your child. You're obviously a struggling young mother who needs a strong man like me in her life to help ease the stress.
He then, I kid you not, started rubbing my arm. I think I threw up a little in my mouth. I flinched away, even as his hand felt greasy, but in my mind I thought maybe if I was polite, he'd have some sense and back off. Oh, how wrong I was. Please don't touch me. And I'm not her mom. I'm her 16-year-old babysitter. I hoped that he would hear that I was a minor and would back off. Again, so wrong. This lard bucket of a man looked almost overjoyed at what I had said.
Oh, so you're a virgin. Well, that's good. Maybe I'll be the one to pop your cherry.
Ugh. Sorry.
Then you can have my kids.
Oh, no! No! Now, may I remind you that I'm a minor at the time, and the age of consent in my state is 18.
I saw you were limping, so you obviously got that from an abusive ex. I'd never hurt you, m'lady. Oh, God, he said it.
By this point, I'm beyond uncomfortable, and I know that I should have done something more, but I was so out of my depth and still holding out hope that this was some kind of sick joke. No, I have a disability, born with it. He looked almost disinterested, but then looked me up and down.
Oh, well, I guess that's okay. You'll be working in the house doing other... womanly things like cleaning and bearing my children.
Oh, Lord!
Why don't we get something from the snack bar and get to know each other better? I can even get you alcohol. I turned 21 last Thursday.
Oh, my God! Now I knew I had to get out of there. This was no longer some elaborate joke. Luckily, Adele had called me, and I took this as a chance to get everything and leave. Sorry, boss calling, gotta go. When I grabbed Rose and her diaper bag, I felt a sting as I got ready to walk away. After processing, I realized he smacked my ass.
I'll see you later, sexy.
He said with a shit-eating grin. I turned to say something when Rose, who still had 2 handfuls of sand, threw it at him and yelled, "Yucky!" Fuck yeah. I think barely any landed in his eyes, but he started rolling around and squealing like a pig. I took off running to my car and drove Rose home, where I washed the sand and grime off of her and waited for my boss that night. I didn't tell her about the incident and went home. Eventually I told my parents after dinner, and I got someone to talk to about it for a while. Now I'm doing a lot better with my self-esteem, and I'm able to be quick and witty, but I still thank little Rose for being my adorable knight in shining armor. Sorry if this was long. If you want to hear more stories, I've got plenty. Oh, that was magical. Wow, if you guys are playing Neckbeard bingo at home, somebody just fucking won. Holy shit, man. This guy pegged all the fucking points. He even had a little bit of incel in there. Ooh, that's some scurry shit. Thank you all. Oh my god. Thank you, Mango, for writing this. I'm so happy I'm losing my fucking train of thought. Holy shit. I cannot wait till you hear this, because I know you're going to be overjoyed. Actually, this video is almost pretty over. So let me just go ahead and do the outro, because I really don't have anything else to add to something this awesome. Thank you all for watching. If you have your own stories, be they Neckbeard or otherwise, that you think would be funny for me to read, you can send them to r/Moonhorse Stories. I check it every day. I will see them. And if you'd like to keep the lights on in this place so we can keep doing shit like this, you can do that by donating to my Patreon or buying stuff from the merch shop, or you can do both. I mean, I have like a whole bunch of new merch now. It's pretty cool. And if you'd like to, hang out with me more, every Saturday I do a live stream. It's mostly just crazy bullshit I do with my friends, but, it's fun. That's why we do it. Anywho, thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye. I missed the button. Okay, goodbye for real this time. Bye. Oh, God.